Robinhood is introducing forecast contracts so you can trade the presidential election. Through Robinhood, you can now trade financial derivatives contracts on who will win the U.S. presidential election, Harris or Trump, and watch as contract prices react to real-time market sentiment. Each contract you own will pay $1 on January 8th, 2025, if that candidate is confirmed as the next U.S. president by Congress. Learn more about the presidential election contracts on Robinhood at robinhood.com/election. The risk of loss in trading commodities can be substantial. You should be more careful financial condition. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Commodity interest trading is not appropriate for everyone. Display prices are based on real-time market sentiment. This event contract is offered by Robinhood Derivatives, a registered futures commission merchant. Exchange regulatory rules apply. Learn more at robinhood.com/election.
News Radio 1440 is everywhere you are, on the radio, online at newsradio1440.com, and on our app. You can also listen on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
Again in the morning. Now, don't get down in the dumps. There will be plenty of time for that a little bit later in the season. We are just one day away from November, and a new report finds how the change of seasons can be depressing. Correspondent Ed Donahue reports.
Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is a form of clinical depression. University of Psychology Research says the end of daylight saving time is a really big trigger for a lot of people with winter depression.
They tend to come out of the work for that first time on Monday, and it's suddenly dark, which was not the case the Friday before.
Scientists are learning how specialized cells in your eyes affect mood and alertness. There are treatments for SAD, including antidepressants and bright light therapy.
Try to get outside as much as possible. There's plenty of light to be had in the wintertime. You just have to dress appropriately.
Rowan says people with SAD, but not at the level of full-blown major depression, should try as much as possible to stay in your routines. And that includes a regular sleep schedule. I'm Ed Donahue.
Today is Halloween. Our Kevin Carr takes a look at some of the spooky shows and movies that might grab you.
Today is Halloween, and there are still some spooky movies in theaters this year.
The juice is loose.
The hit films Beetlejuice, Terrifier 3, and Smile 2 are still going strong. The indie hit The Substance is also available, as are smaller movies like Speak No Evil and Longlegs.
I am the Pumpkin King.
And Disney has put both classic films, The Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus, back in theaters. You can also find those on Disney+. And speaking of streaming, there's plenty of horror movies and TV episodes to get you into the spirit of things.
We hate Halloween. People pretending to be ghosts. I mean, what is that?
The series Ghost plays on Paramount+, while all the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes are on Disney+, and all the Halloween heists from Brooklyn Nine-Nine can be found on Peacock and Netflix.
Are you ready for the Halloween heist?
The Halloween series is found on Peacock and Paramount+, while the Universal Monster movies are haunting Peacock.
I am Dracula.
Stephen King fans can find The Shining, It, and The New Salem's Lot on Max, along with the original Scream films and the anthology thriller Trick or Treat.
It's the Great Pumpkin! He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch!
Finally, check out It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown on Apple TV after Trick or Treating.
Oh, Great Pumpkin, where are you?
I'm Kevin Carr.
Drivers, remember to keep an eye out for trick-or-treaters who will be out on the streets later today. Tonight, AAA is advising drivers to slow down Avoid shortcuts and be extra attentive to children in the street. It says that Halloween night is considered the deadliest night for young pedestrians. Doctors say parents should check any candy that your kids bring home. Make sure they are brands you recognize and the wrappers have not been tampered with. That's our show for today, Thursday, October 31st, 2024. America in the Morning is produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Bedtime is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed their teeth, read a book together, or talk a little about your day, and of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep habits. Relationships matter. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
Russell Wilson here. We play 60 United Way in the NFL, helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids.
To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60. Are you guys going to do it every time?
Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
You don't have to miss a second of your favorite talk show at home or at work. Listen on your smart speaker, on your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show.
Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The presidential candidates are hitting battleground states hard in the days leading up to Tuesday's election. We begin with correspondent Robert Costa on the campaign trail in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Climbing aboard a garbage truck in Green Bay that had his campaign's logo on the side.
How do you like my garbage truck?
Former President Trump embraced his latest political set piece as he amped up his attacks on Democrats.
Joe Biden should be ashamed of himself.
Even though President Biden has clarified what he meant, Trump and his allies are now confident that Biden's recent remarks can slow down any momentum for Vice President Harris.
The vice president was in Wisconsin, too, addressing young voters in the college town of Madison.
We need you to vote early, Wisconsin, because we have 6 days left in one of the most consequential elections of our lifetime.
Dodgers fans are celebrating last night's World Series win from LA to Tokyo. The headline in Japan's newspaper, Sports Nippon, Ohtani beats the Yankees, who bombed in the Bronx, losing Game 5 to the Dodgers, 7-6. LA manager Dave Roberts toasted his team in the locker room. It is the Dodgers' second title in 5 seasons. Overseas, North Korea has test-launched a suspected intercontinental ballistic missile with the potential range to reach the United States. Correspondent Charlie D'Agata is in Washington.
South Korean and Japanese officials say the ICBM was fired almost vertically, traveled upward for 86 minutes, reached a height of more than 4,300 miles before falling back into the sea. That would be North Korea's longest flight and highest altitude ever.
The death toll in catastrophic flooding in eastern Spain is up to at least 95. Spanish officials say they expect that number to rise, with bodies still hidden in cars that were swept away and many people still missing. CBS's Vicki Barker.
I covered the aftermath of the Japanese tsunami in 2011, and that's what a lot of the footage I'm seeing reminds me of. More buildings left standing, but entire streets and riverbeds clogged with tangles of debris, wrecked cars thrown at crazy angles, scenes of utter devastation.
Archaeologists have uncovered a huge Mayan city in the jungle of southeastern Mexico. They used LiDAR, an advanced laser survey that can map structures buried under vegetation. They believe it was a bustling community of as many as 50,000 people in the 700 and 800s AD. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining Medishare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, Medishare members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And Medishare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before November 15th, and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save even more right off the bat. Again, the deadline is November 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
A lawsuit over plastic soda bottles in California. Los Angeles County has sued Coca-Cola and PepsiCo over its roles in contributing to the global plastic crisis that is impacting the environment and human health, as well as misrepresenting the reliability of plastic recycling to the public. The lawsuit alleges that the companies engaged in a disinformation campaign to make consumers believe that purchasing beverages in single-use plastic bottles is a responsible choice and that those bottles can be recycled, when in reality, the majority end up in landfills, and plastic production and disposal creates additional greenhouse gases. Tracy Wolf, CBS News, New York. Starbucks customers are a picky bunch.
I got your order. Oh, thank you, man, for moving my coffee there.
The new CEO is planning to eliminate some of the guest work for baristas and allow fans to customize some of their own bespoke concoctions by bringing back condiment bars that were scrapped during the pandemic. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Have you been injured in a car wreck?
Let me see. Oh.
Robinhood is introducing forecast contracts so you can trade the presidential election. Through Robinhood, you can now trade financial derivatives contracts on who will win the U.S. presidential election, Harris or Trump, and watch as contract prices react to real-time market sentiment. Each contract you own will pay $1 on January 8th, 2025 if that candidate is confirmed as the next U.S. president by Congress. Learn more about the presidential election contracts on Robinhood at robinhood.com/election. The risk of loss in trading commodities interest can be substantial. You should therefore carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your financial condition. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Commodity interest trading.
On News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood, real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Clouds and mild conditions for the start of our Thursday. Temperatures this afternoon will climb into the mid-80s under sunny clouds and southeast winds. For our Halloween evening, we're looking at temperatures in the 60s with clouds on the increase. We could see 1 or 2 showers today and Friday. All things are approaching front. Most will stay dry. Friday into the weekend, all features sun and clouds. Highs in the mid-80s with lows in the 60s. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. 65 southbound backed up from Cusada all the way to Cobb's Ford Road. This is due to a problem. There was a truck lost debris on the interstate, hit 2 cars and flattened their tires, and they're blocking the right lane. This is 65 southbound at the Cusada exit. Traffic's backed up a lot, so please use caution if you're heading in that direction. Also, there's an accident on the East Boulevard with injury, so keep your eyes open if you're heading in that direction. Trinity State Community College, that's your ticket to building a solid foundation for higher education or accelerating your career. Enroll today at TrinumState.edu. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Thursday, Halloween. Happening today is Dr. Melvin Brown's last day with the Montgomery Public School System. The superintendent says he's resigning because of ongoing issues with the school board. Jamie Wilson is filling in the interim superintendent, and a hiring firm will look to make a permanent hire in the next 6 months. Our recent dry weather means an increase in fire danger. The State Forestry Commission extended its fire danger advisory to every county in the state. It will remain in place until we get any significant rainfall. Dead pine trees from last year's drought, plus the southern pine beetle outbreak this year, are making things worse. Tonight is the final night for the Parade of Pumpkins in downtown Prattville. There will be decorated storefronts, seasonal displays, fancy pumpkins from residents and school children, and also food trucks as well. That's your news on this Thursday morning, Halloween. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA.
That's true.
My name is Dale Pazinski, and this is how I live United. I volunteer with United Way, helping the homeless in my community by teaching computer skills and helping them build a basic resume to save on their very own USB drive. It's huge when somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Did you know that June is Men's Health Month?
Ladies, now is the time to encourage the men and boys in your life to make that doctor's appointment he's been putting off, or talk to the doctor about the symptoms he's been having. We're outliving men by 5 years. Let's change that by raising awareness this month on preventable health problems, early detection, and treatment of diseases that impact men and boys.
Men, it's time to talk to the younger generation and encourage healthy lifestyles. Exercise more, drink more water, and cut down on junk food. And set an example for our kids that will not only affect their lives, but the lives of their children. June is the perfect time to schedule your annual checkup and make those healthy lifestyle changes.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Here we go.
You need to reset. Refocus on your day.
And look it up.
Deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again. For once again, one more time, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time to rise and shine and get a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is October the 31st, 2024. Today's daily bread is called The Great Divide. We know a little bit about that right now, don't we? But our scriptural insight today comes from Mark 12:13 through 17. But we'll start off with Mark 12 and 17, which reads, "Give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, good morning. It is October the 31st, 2024. It is a day that has never been, and it is also a day that will never, ever be again. It's a once in a lifetime deal. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done today that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and do the things you should have done that you didn't, and undo the things that you did do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done with this day. If you've lived a while, I tell you every morning, same words, but a different day. Your perspective changes each day. So if you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, the charity, and love of God, we may, I am not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, for as long as you can. Because somewhere along the line, somewhere along your life journey, somebody, someplace, gave you a hand up, a word of encouragement, a shoulder to lean on, advice to grow on, and a heart that cared. You can do no less. Benjamin Elijah May said, "Whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better." I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, because we all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. Give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never give up. You never, ever, ever quit. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is an absolutely stupendous, extraordinary day to be alive. The Great Divide. That's our daily bear for October the 31st, 2024. We'll be back, hopefully.
So glad you can be here for today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Tim Gustafson wrote today's reading, and he titled it The Great Divide. In a classic Peanuts comic strip, Linus's friend berates him for his belief in the Great Pumpkin. Walking away dejectedly, Linus says, "There are 3 things I have learned never to discuss with people: religion, politics, and the Great Pumpkin." The Great Pumpkin existed only in Linus's head, but the other 2 topics are oh so real, dividing nations, families, and friends. The problem occurred in Jesus' day as well. The Pharisees were deeply religious and tried to follow the Old Testament law to the letter. The Herodians were more political, yet both groups wanted to see the Jewish people freed from Roman oppression. Jesus didn't seem to share their goals, so they approached him with a politically charged question in Mark chapter 12. Should the people pay taxes to Caesar? If Jesus said yes, the people would resent him. If he said no, the Romans would arrest him for insurrection. Jesus asked for a coin. "Whose image is this?" he asked. Everyone knew it was Caesar's. Jesus' words in verse 17 resonate today. Give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's. His priorities in order, Jesus avoided their trap. Jesus came to do his Father's will. Following his lead, we too can seek God and his kingdom above all else, directing the focus away from all the dissension and toward the one who is the truth. The scripture reading for today's devotional is from Mark chapter 12, verses 13 through 17. Later they sent some of the Pharisees and Herodians to Jesus to catch him in his words. They came to him and said, "Teacher, we know that you are a man of integrity. You aren't swayed by others because you pay no attention to who they are, but you teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it right to pay the imperial tax to Caesar or not? Should we pay or shouldn't we?" But Jesus knew their hypocrisy. "Why are you trying to trap me?" he asked. "Bring me a denarius and let me look at it." They brought the coin, and he asked them, "Whose image is this, and whose inscription?" "Caesar's," they replied. Then Jesus said to them, "Give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's." And they were amazed at him.
Can't argue with
Would you
that.
spend a few moments in prayer with me? Dear Heavenly Father, in our socially and politically charged world, we need your wisdom and guidance in all our interactions. When we find ourselves in conversations that have the potential for developing into arguments that strain relationships, give us wisdom and guide our words. Help us to honor you in all we say and do. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks so much for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Minute.
Okay, it's Thursday, last day of PT, so let's everybody get up out there. Let's get to rolling, get to moving, shake it off, move it up, close it up. Somebody get the first sergeant major out to tell them they're not retired yet. They need to get some of this. Come on now. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Got a quota to 3. Oh, and earn my pay. Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, the work. Oh, yeah. The paratrooper shuffle, baby. The paratrooper shuffle. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Let's go to work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. That's what it said. Oh, yeah. Tighten it up, tighten it up. Tighten it up, tighten it up. Elkins, come on, brother, tighten it up. Morning rain. That's what they say. Hard work, I earn my pay. Come on. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Sit them on down. Hard work, and the mission is go. I earn my pay. Come on. Move it up, move it. Get a little pep in the step out there. Okay, all right, all right. Woo! PT's been tough this week. I must be getting older. But right now, let's talk to the guys, the young guys and ladies and gentlemen. Those who wear the uniform of this great nation. Okay, we got problems sometimes, but let's go. Hey, who doesn't? Even ice cream don't taste good all the time. But anyway, good morning to you. All those young men and women who adorn the uniform of the United States Air Force, the United States Army, United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, and the United States Space Force. And one more, we can't forget these guys who have the best looking uniforms of everybody. I don't care what anybody says. United States Marines. Good morning to you. We appreciate you. You stand on the fence at night, wherever you are in the world, and you say, not on my watch. We appreciate you. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And a special good morning, since this is an Air Force town, to Maxwell and Gunner personnel out there this morning. I know you do more by 8 o'clock than most of us do all day. Well, not really, because Air Force don't get up till 9. of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series. Not that I really care, but it is news. Hey, let me give a shout out to the Biscuits, though. You know what? Give a shout out to the Biscuits. They did pretty good this year. Next year, they'll bring home that, whatever that thing they call it, the Southern Cup or whatever that is. One thing about the Biscuits, they are always in the fight. And one thing about it, you can't win a fight unless you in it. So give them, everybody, give them a bow. Give them a bow. We'll get them next year. And good morning to the Montgomery Sanitation Department. My good friends out there always rolling. I still say those trucks for the maintenance department look like chain gang trucks. I still say that, but I got to talk to the mayor soon. Can we paint them orange or something? I mean, this look like you're headed off. Look like you're on a work farm. Come on, man. Come on, mayor. You worry about that way things look. That really looks bad. I'm just saying. But I'll leave it alone. If one of those guys call me up and say, "Hey, we like our truck," I'll shut up about it, okay? And good morning, and good morning again. You know, they got this video out now that's saying Donald Trump can barely walk. Well, I got to tell you, you catch me the right day, and I can barely walk. Paratrooper legs, mine. Some mornings it get rough. But hey, now remember, we did have a president who got what did he have? Was it cerebral palsy or polio? I think is what it was. One of the Roosevelts. So I don't care. I don't care if his legs messed up. It's the brain, brother. It's the brain. Being a president, it's about ideology. It's about what you believe and putting forth policies that can carry out those beliefs. So I don't really care about that junk y'all talk about anyway. But you catch me on the wrong day. Some days it's hard getting out of bed, but I get up anyway because I'm thankful to be here. And a little pain, no gain. Okay, at least that's what they used to. That's that lie they used to tell us in the army when we were young. Oh yeah, hey, walk it off. Well, they didn't say, yeah, okay, when you get about 45, 50, 60 years old, it's gonna come back at you, but that's okay. You ain't there yet. Okay then. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. That's fine. Okay, I can live with that. Anyway, good morning to you. It is 7:27 in the morning. So let me take a break. And we'll be right back after the commercial messages. They said, do you just get done playing commercial messages? Hey, somebody has to pay the salary. Okay? I'm trying to become a millionaire. I got a long way to go. But every dollar helps. Okay? We'll be back.
WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
From the halls of yeah, it's like you're losing weight or something.
I am. Yeah, I'm in competition, weight loss competition.
With who?
A couple of parishioners. You know,
a couple of prisoners.
Parishioners.
Oh, that's not exact.
Yeah, the prisoners don't need a whole lot of losing. There's not a lot.
I never figured out how you get fat.
Yeah, I guess you do have snacks you can buy. I guess regular food is not. Yeah, that's not something that gets out. Right back to
okay.
Friday into the weekend, all things with clouds, highs in the mid-80s with lows in the 60s.
And that's your Thirst Alert forecast. WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Big headache, 65 southbound. We had a truck lose some load on the interstate, and debris thusly struck 2 cars, flattened tires. It's out of the highway, though, but traffic is backed up all the way to Cobbs Ford Road, so you may want to take an alternate route. Be advised, the alternate route will be full of traffic. Also, an accident reported on Highway 143 outside of Draper, so please use caution there. 3 cars involved in this in front of Draper. If you see something else giving you trouble, safely contact us. We'll pass that info along. When you need the best equipment, Thompson Tractor has everything from compact construction to heavy-duty machines. With over 65 years of service, Thompson Tractor's on Highway 80 off of I-85. Buckle up, it's the law. From a Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Robinhood is introducing forecast contracts so you can trade the presidential election. Through Robinhood, you can now trade financial derivatives contracts on who will win the U.S. presidential election, Harris or Trump, and watch as contract prices react to real-time market sentiment. Each contract you own will pay $1 on January 8th, 2025. If
Mr. Pettis
is confirmed as the next U.S. president by Congress.
I've been told by people in the Marine Corps League that they don't march when you're playing that.
Well, they don't?
No. So you can't do football and play it.
You should therefore carefully consider
Which we were trying to plan I was working on planning the Veterans Day event in the thing. I was trying to figure out how to do this. And we'll play the Marine Corps hymn if we don't march with it. We stop with that place.
So the hymn is it's like a hymn. I mean,
like a national anthem.
Oh, okay.
It's like every other service marches to their service song. We don't.
Well, I can ask my Marine friends that. Somebody may be BSing. But then again, come to think about it, I don't think I've ever.
Don Felder was the guy that told me so.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Marines marching to that.
Immunizations before attending school. Every child needs to be vaccinated against polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis.
Yeah, I had never paid that much.
I mean, they do got the best looking uniforms of all the services.
Oh,
they got the best looking uniforms. I was going to join for the uniform.
Yeah.
So they told me I couldn't jump because I was too short.
They need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are.
That way, if I got killed in basic training, at least I'd be happy in uniform.
Yeah.
Because they always bury you in the
You've been buried. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the blues.
Oh, well, really?
In nice uniform. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll be buried in mine. Yeah. Yep. I will too.
Yeah. Right. Well, we all will actually in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
are you gonna go in a suit or are you gonna go in the choir?
No, actually, we're a casual.
You're a casual. Okay.
Yeah.
A what?
Child, that's what I wear for mass.
Okay.
That's what I wear for my funeral.
Well, you don't need it up there.
No, I mean, no. It won't go up there. It's going to stay in the grave.
Will it be a white casual or a black one?
Yeah, well, mine's purple. That's my.
Yeah, pay headphones there from Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, no, never mind. You're right here.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I wear purple funerals. I wore black one time where someone requested it. I have no problem with that. And I wore black Saturday this week.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the only feature you wear.
Yeah. Probably Creech got a black one when after the They were way out of style from all.
And we are back. Well, we haven't been in, but you know, it is the fifth Thursday of the month, which means that my Catholic friends come, so y'all give them the blues. I've been doing. I see the word exalted.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the problem with AI, is that you don't have to retain anything. This means, I don't know why you will do, that's what it means. So now I have to do anything. Yeah. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hope that they find anybody. What you just heard, that Father James Dean Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm back. And all of us, if the first person trying to appreciate, I imagine it's always interview. Mr. Brian Pettis, and the United States Air Force retired. Everybody, don't hate us because we're free. Okay. And this is one of those shows where we always have this one night. I can remember one of the questions that one of the questions is that are there, you guys got a phrase called, I don't know if I can say it correctly, video sin, which basically means it's a misdemeanor, not a felony.
That's exactly right. Exactly.
But there's some places that whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony, same would be wrong. I mean, sometimes they're grievous. This is not something else. It's the first letter of John, 16 and 7. Where St. John said, anyone sees him in sin, if the sin is not deadly, this is only for those whose sin is not deadly. There's such a thing as a deadly sin, which I do not say that you should pray. All going now, is that a sort of if you commit these sins, fornication, idolatry, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. And he's talking to Christians. All his letters are written to the Christian community. So he's talking to who believe in Jesus, who have faith, but he said you got to live that faith. If you see the scriptures. But anyway, so St. John clearly lays out the fact that there are sins that are deadly to our souls. But so they become mortal sins. And venial sins, like you said, you end up making the day themselves are not. If I lie about little things, and then all of a sudden I have some big thing, that's very consequential and harmful to someone else, and I lie about it. Yeah, it can be serious. But if all sins are offensive to God, who determines? Is that a man-made equation? There is that a man-made kind of thing? And so, those things also make church, down in the church, it's like the bathroom. Onto as apostle, believing and so we have a connection with Jesus Christ, spirit that really inspires that truth. And that's really hard. 860-1440 is our number. Here's the question, and I know it's not going to be a dumb question that I ask all the time, but my problem with the books in the Bible is that those like letters to the Corinthians, that these are things that it is possible that whoever wrote the letter, one of them wrote the letter, infused some of their own dogma, some of their own interpretation of what they thought was meant. I was like, how do we know that's not some of the cases? Because it all stands for because we know it's kind of like still getting caught still. You know? Okay. It wasn't. It wasn't. Right. So the collection of the small things, sooner or later, rise up to victory. They said the more simple just so the idea that scripture is very important. That's a good question because if you think about it, how do we get these things from this? This is 16th century. And so the church didn't know. We just got to know it. We just have to the Spirit choose which not to consider. Which ones do not have this errors, do not have personal proclivity. And some of them do, obviously, the pants, dress, and the women in the I know, but they use it as if it's a law in the book. That's a good chemistry. And even that earliest institution that been saved, even though in the scriptures at the time it was an accepted, practice, and so it took time to not it. But good morning, who's this? Morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. All right. Yes, that is a great question. Why not? So also what we celebrate with Catholics is All Hallows Eve, and Hallows is saints, and so we celebrate the holy ones. In the early church, the first few centuries, the church of martyrdom, and then the faith, and even from the 4th century, we have concept for celebrating all the months because there's so many of them, especially during the Diocletian reign, which is 284 he martyred a ton of Christians. And so you couldn't have feast days for all of them. You couldn't get more on each one of them, as a church. So the church celebrated all together in this feast of All Hallows. And so this is the eve of All Hallows tonight. That's what we're celebrating. We're celebrating encourage our people to saints, witches, and evil things, the devil and stuff like that. So when even when you go trick or treating, when you go to a house, they say, "Who are you?" So I'm this saint, and then they say, "Wow, what does that mean?" I mean, we're saints. So our kids have all kind of heroes in life, they movie stars, sports stars, things like that. We need to have those people. And so that's other things on this, at this time. That's we celebrate. Good morning on there. Good morning.
what I understand is, I mean, tracing that back to individuals who benefited, great grandparents benefited, and I don't know if it's possible, you know, I mean, in a reasonable way, because you understand that a larger percentage of the background slavery, prison involved slaves. So I don't know how practical that is, and how far back do you go before that? You know, do you go back to Africa and then their family do some of the and you know, I just don't know how you could reasonably, you know, kind of enforce and you know apply that in a way that would be right, you know, because there's so much mixture. Money on there. Yes. Yeah. Right. Picnic. Yeah. 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 Okay. Oh, certainly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, so the idea that you need to honor your dead is a universal human ideal. Okay. We remember our parents, we remember our grandparents. That's the universal human condition. Um, the church is right. People in culture will right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. You you the Catholic world has taken our theology and applied it to those traditions around the world and said, hey, this is how we honor the great of our dead, the saints, and we honor the people that we think that are on their way to heaven, and All Souls Day, which is November 2nd, and pray for them in their time of purgatory. You know, we actually have prayer, we actually have a special mass that involves that. So it's a universal thing, and the church recognizes that something that we need as a human, as a culture. But also, the question is when you ask that question about food, reading, listening to and bringing something, that's good policy. What it means is they think that there's still so in other words, we start communion and you know with those who are in Christ here in the next life, we see them heavenly and pray with us and pray with us, you know, ancestors of the life. So I think that's probably part of it. And also in the book of Revelation, it talks about heaven as an eternal living thing. And, you know, where it talks about Isaiah 25, where the being in God's presence, you know, in the end, you know, heaven is peace, rich, choice food, juicy, you know, rich, rich food. So we see that heaven and image throughout the New Testament Revelation. Then Jesus talks about being a banquet for the King's Son, you know, in the marriage of the King's Son, which is the marriage of Christ and the church. Good morning, on there with their Father Dean and Brian. Good morning. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, just what you just said. Our kids know that the statistics of their favorite you don't know the statistics of favorite baseball player, football player, basketball, whatever. Movie stuff. We know the movies that we watch it with children. And that's wonderful, in kind of cultural sense. But we should be that familiar with those, like I said, our saints, the apostles, those who followed them, those who died for Christ. Those are models of faith, not, of course, ritual. Yeah.
Neither one. Neither one.
Yeah, I mean,
neither one. The Trump, of course, is a serial adulterer. He was married 2 times. The person. Okay, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris got her start by being the arm candy of the power. Kamala Harris got her start by being the arm candy of a very, very, very politician type thing, and she has been anti-Catholic. Okay, you got personal with Trump. You're asking me. No. You were asking me what. You told me about the personal lives of people. Okay, so if you don't want to listen to him, then I ask the question. My point is, for the religion politicians, it used to be they were heroes. They were people who look up to. No, that's right. That's right. As Dave Ramsey said, no, that's the gospel. Okay. Well, let me say, we didn't know all the rotten stuff our politicians used to do back in the day. Okay, it is not that they didn't know it. Let me just say that I'm elected. You got about a minute? Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Again, I would not encourage anyone to call any one of them faithful. I mean, I just wouldn't. I've heard very credible. I've also heard very credible witnesses say that she is lying a lot about what she did what faith she had when she was a child, and what. No, but she's lying about now. Trump is okay. What is it? She's also very anti-Catholic. Hey, appreciate your call. Well, Trump is also, thank God for him not being executed, assassinated. So I mean, you're not electing saints, you're not electing. What he wanted to do is follow Trump. People need that the person that loses is the worst candidate in the year. And there's a famous Roman saying, "It's no great honor to be the best of the bad." Can't see one or the other and can't recognize the God in their own people is really troubling. But to think that we should be people no, I don't think we should be. I think they both have a totally awful history that we should be willing to talk about. We apparently won't. What bothers me with that statement, I don't know when I look in there, if I could undo some of the crap I've done in life, it would be undone tomorrow. That's right. So imperfect people judging imperfect people. Yeah, I don't know. I don't look for Trump or her to be my moral guy. That's absolutely true. Good morning on that. Yes, I did. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, okay. Look, hold on. Let's stop. We're not here to pass judgment on people that are here. That we're dealing with. We're not here to play whataboutism with the confession. Those questions are between them and their God, or them and their pastor, my spouse, and their spouse, but my spouse is not my confessor either. Right, well, but right. It can be an adult, like adultery is a star between them. Okay, but this whole idea of you're going to justify adultery because it's not easy to adultery, you're going to was attacking the people. I'm not doing any of that. But people don't say it to say, how can I do better? They say it to say, your guy is a bad. You say, my guy's bad, you guys bad. Well, that's not getting us anywhere. We have in the Bible red letters and black letters. In some Bibles. In some Bibles. And the red letters are supposed to be attributed directly to Jesus Christ. So does that mean that all the things that are in black are attributed to men? To one of the apostles or prophets.
God wrote and he inspired these people. So we do believe that it is the word of God inspired through human beings, because even when they're writing Jesus' words, they're inspired to get taught. I mean, Jesus didn't dictate themselves. So we do believe the Holy Spirit is guiding the authors of the Bible. Which was chosen by another man. Yeah, they got a bishop. And so those schools and books that were chosen and put together and harmonized and so when they did that, one of the activities we had greater with the Spirit. Those people outside the Holy Spirit, then the Spirit is outside the Holy Spirit. And that's why we believe that Christ passed on the Holy Spirit. The first leaders of the church, that he gave them their spirit of truth, into the truth, and that is the gift that God used, to give us what we have in the New Testament. Now, if you don't believe in the authority of the church, you keep believing in and so how can you keep that source? The rest of these and then after chosen put together, you have a gospel where it's not zero. So the church has the scriptures and because what I think whoever keeps the whole law or stumbles at some point is guilty of breaking all of it. Yeah. So that kind of leads to misleading followers. We all need forgiveness. And right, you think you got need. So you don't get to bring out because you only get a little. I mean, like I said, just like you do What's about, I guess, not kind of yeah,
all the names and run finish. What is that? What do you believe? What do you believe it? You believe it? Yeah. Well, I've always had a problem with that. Normally, historically, when a man gets involved in something, it's you cannot do it for granted that it's without that. No. I wish, you had no one accepted the idea that they are responsible to us, not us responsible to them. Well, that's true. That they, and in the process, they are making sure that everyone they humble in their daily life. Okay. I don't know that we would never get there because you have to be an incredible narcissist to even want to try. You have to be able to say that I am the person of 230 million people in the United States. You know I'm the best one running. No. You have to say I'm the best one. You say I believe. You have to say I believe I'm the best option of all these other criminals to do it. Okay. And look, I've heard priests say I have to hold my sin well enough to know that I can be the guy that goes on TV and everybody sees and all that. I will take it with my dad. I will. That's fun. That's not a sin. That's not a sin that he's acceptable to. But there are producers acceptable. I think what you say. I've done things that I wish I hadn't done, but I would tell you, all my and nobody has, none of them have a clue. Our society no longer values. Our society no longer values fidelity in the science. Our society no longer values fidelity. Our society no longer values interpersonal relationships. Society no longer values. So what's my we're not going to play one another. We both use the same features. And you get
People are vulnerable to different kinds of, what they've done is, what those families do is, sound like to say, this guy, or this woman is anointed by being the most better person. And I'm not going to give them that. Wow. And that is, he's really smart and wise. I'm $14 million. Louis the Ninth. Yeah, sometimes remember what happened? The worst, beheaded, oh, yes, he did. Yeah, that's right. And I think that's right. But most people actually just men are. Yeah, he has a record, and the head of the 3 days. Let me say, a lot of people will sit there, mostly because they're going to take the job. There's no question these things say. And this homeboy of and those people that were involved in that lie should have been fired with prejudice. Continue another. They didn't wait until the inauguration. This was a December 2020 admission, open admission. No, that's a lie. And our civil servants need to understand the one thing you cannot do is and we are back. Our guest this morning is Father James Dean. Whatever that is. And our other listener is Brian Ferris, who's a Navy, no, I'm just going to Air Force rescue. And like Father D is like a smoothie. The time that we serve. Yeah. I do not claim any experience. What? How many years ago that 1983? Almost a year later. By the time I got on the airplane, it was over. I mean, you were willing to go. I'm sure that would be all. Yeah. Anyway, how about that? Listen, a military uniform will take those random looking guy and make them look. Yeah, they won't let that. They used to tailor our uniforms back in the day. They like it. Yeah. That's why they look so good. Anyway, 14 points. I know we want to give us a call. Let me get a few questions. The degree is when they try to ask you questions about that.
Right, right. And what an amazing act. Who's on? Render unto God what is God. Well, we also have to remember. These people, right, they are having political feelings about what Catholics should do. They want them to give them cover for something, one way or the other. And he doesn't play. Actually, in the foundation, they're setting a trap. They're absolutely setting a trap. Because whichever way he says, right, don't pay the tax. That's, and it's right, they're not pay the tax. He's a policeman. So if they say, you think we're going to the first school and say, he's saying you need to get under siege authority. So it definitely that he didn't fall into, which he was. That's right. He's pretty smart. So, yeah. And so, he answered the question, should they tax? These guys, well, what's the inscription in the images? He said, this is Caesar's thing. And we know this, we let them, whatever goes in it. Right. But we also talked about this is getting out of God. In the image of God. We have to think about that with ourselves and our heart. Okay. So asking that the break level and the government has okay, getting the power to alien real. How can you believe in God? Well, no, it was. I don't think I had saying. In a sense, I think it was more than that. Somebody else created it. I guess you could feel that. Yeah. But he did not. But that's for us, though. Yeah, that's the thing. When you see like stuff, every planet they walk up, just breathe in their air. But they do have the air thing just in case it's not. Yeah, and we have not found it. With it, this is us, but we definitely like it. I mean, I'm open to it, but we found their life in under the Hubble telescope. I don't know out and so and also the Big Bang, theory that everything began at one point and expanded from there. Einstein's, who calculated the thing. Who developed the Big Bang theory? Metric. He put up this theory that if everything started at one point, he used Einstein's calculation earlier that the point that began, and the scientists who use it to really look at figures, they support that. There's a story going on. The story is. Got the break? We'll be back. You guys got to think about a 5-6 break. Yes, well, I got to do okay, yes. Yeah, they got. Yes, yeah. I'll get out. I'll be out. Yeah, be there. No problem. Come on. Well.
United Way is how we contribute because we know our time and money are going to the right place.
Okay. Now ours is live, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Come on. How's Hans doing these days? I'm doing fine. Living the dream. No, I did the best station. No, no, you heard that. You. You have the most beautiful station on this now. All the way. They think you're all here. You name. He said all this. Yeah, I know. That's good. Okay, I know. We're all exceptionally nice. We negotiate 2025. Maybe we can do some kind of deal with Miss Paula. Okay. Does it affect your pay? Well, only to the extent that you get a little bit of, like any other yeah, your talent fee and stuff. Yeah. I don't really feel about the contract. I want the inventory. I got it. The weird thing about me being in your station is I'll say some stupid things and get in trouble. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are back. The pastors are gone for the time being. We got about 5-6 minutes we're going to talk to my good friend from Coors Electronics, one of the best electronic stores in the state of Alabama. We're just not going to say Montgomery. The state. They've been in business for 5 years. I'm the only thing in this room that's been around longer than they have. Okay? So, how have you guys? Well, first of all, let me introduce you. Hey, how are y'all? Yeah, fucking. And you're not even sick. Oh, no. Yeah. So, I feel that I'm not. I understand. So, what do you guys attribute to your success? I mean, there are very few businesses in this county that have been around 65 years. No, I think we have to attribute it to my dad and the way that he started the business, his attention to giving good service and trying to take care of customers, trying to do the right thing. And I think it's kind of built. And, while advertising with always good, the advertising that I can't buy, recommendations to new customers. I'm always glad to in a world where you get so many businesses coming down. It's nice to know down the freeway. Because I know who you guys are. Well, I mean, we have a lot of the big box stores that we just need to but while I wish I could say that my kitchen made and my makeup only TV with my competitors, it's the same thing, it's the same model. And so, we're competitively priced, we feel to be competitively priced with all of the big box stores. But the biggest thing is that our people do the delivery I think the installation, we have people who to secure clients. So everything that we do is kind of what we so we can get better service with a little bit of control because we have, you know, give everybody a better. And one of the things that people may not mean, but a lot of people think that prices of food are what you did not do. Well, yeah, well, everybody thinks if you get better service, yeah. It goes, you know, like I said, we have that price match guarantee. And with that, if one of my competitors at Walmart, Best Buy has a Sony TV that's at $9.99, you can be assured that we'll be at $9.99. You can order from us, as long as it's the same model.
Okay. One of the things in your ads, you say we deliver confidence, which in today's microwave society, we want it done right now, we want it done yesterday, blah, 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 blah. You don't really get that today with a lot of people about confidence, the confidence that they'll be good after.
Well, I think for some of our competitors, everything is actually, you know, it's like I came here, you gave me a box, I gave you money, and I go home with my box. But at Cohen's, it's not that way. I mean, we want you to come in, we want you to ask us a bunch of questions, we want to ask you questions, and then we want to help you make the right choice for whatever your needs are, whether it's a new washing machine, a new television, a new home theater system, whatever it is, we want to help you make the right choice. Because the sale is not just trying to move the box. It's a relationship. And you know, all of my salesmen have been there for over 10 years. So if they sold you something today and you need something next year, chances are you're going to see the same guy, and he's got a bigger incentive to take good care of you because he does want you to come back and ask for him for your next purchase.
One more thing. You say think outside the box. Who doesn't?
Well, you know, everybody thinks that the big box stores have more stuff, cheaper prices, but in reality, they don't have cheaper prices. Sometimes they have cheaper brands, but what we found at Cohen's is nobody, or our customers aren't the ones that are buying the cheaper brands. Every time we try to get a better deal, we order cheaper TV, it's something that we can never step. All of our customers step themselves up.
And you absolutely right. Now that I've got you, I've got a couple of dollars that I can spend so that I don't have to worry about the life anymore. I only buy. I usually got a cheap ticket. I'm about cheap ticket. I'm not getting crap, or I don't get nothing wrong. I like what you guys say.
And the difference of going first class or get what's going to make you happy. Because you know, today your TV should last you for 8 years. So get something that's make you happy. It's not just a disposable product in a year.
Okay. How can people
You got people asking questions, ask you questions, and then let us help you make the right choice.
And I will say one thing, you know, I've been in your store many, many times. You guys never threw me out yet. You know, it's broke. You always are just minimally about it, accommodating, and they don't surprise.
And even when you broke, Kevin, you still have credit. It's like your head, good credit, bad credit.
Get your finance. It's a great store. Because, and just so happens, I am actually looking for a big start. I don't need a 99-inch one, but I do want one that's bigger than my 50 inch that I got.
You know, most of the radios and
That's lower than 99. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. That would fit right into your scheme.
Do you guys put them up?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So as I tell everybody on the electronic side, while I wish I could tell you that my Sony or my Samsung TV are better than what the big box has, I can't. But my installer, he is the bomb. He is the best.
And that's more important to me than
He
price.
can get it set up. He can get all your passwords put in there. He can get your Netflix set up. But he's also got the patience to show.
That's when you're dealing with old folks like me.
When you ask him the same question 18 times,
yeah,
he's still pleasant and going to answer.
And that is more important. They're being local. We got folks living down here, know the streets, know where you are. If they don't know the exact neighborhood, I'm over.
And I've got customers out of town, working on the places like, and he's sitting under the frog, and he just goes up there, services it, locks the door, everybody.
Okay. Thank you again. That number again is 277-8890. That's 277-8890. If you can't write it down, listen to the show. I'm going to say it a few more times before you get off the air. And give you a great place to visit. Great folks over there. I remember this before the dad, great guy. We are glad that you are still in business in the city of Montgomery.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Look at that. I'm gonna come get it. Y'all know Father D? You're in the dishwasher. Yeah, I knew that. Oh, that's cross electronic. Oh, just electronic. Yeah, he's got. It's amazing how around this time you can just get.
Oh, you mean Justin?
Yeah.
Did you interview him or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Good guy.
Yeah, it seems to be. I love Catholic schools. You know, I don't think we can afford to go to them. I'm here now. Yeah.
Must ensure.
Yeah. I just need to except the nurse, the nun would smack the head, but they said, yeah, and we need some more smack. It's amazing how smart the old people look. So, y'all want to say tonight? Y'all want to say time? Okay.
Call Montgomery Men's Health at 334-440-3668. Visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Any questions that you got on
Yeah. Do you know how they was totally directed? Do you know that? Yeah, you actually
Today's tip, American Academy. It's scary to be kids to attend. Be a good role.
He was a child dance when I was in high school.
Rules for the team.
Show, weekdays from 11 to 2, News Radio 1440.
Okay, hey, our guest, I had to take a break there for a minute. We are not nonprofit. Probably are allowed to follow our teaching. Compliment. So there'll never be a time at the church where, activity is free. But can we come to church? Yeah, and if someone walks into church, obviously I don't know, their lifestyle. Well, what if they hold it? I would probably say something to them, I would say that, that's not in our faith, we believe that it's not I would say affection, especially if it would not be appropriate. Something. I mean, we love everyone, we want everybody to get heaven, and that's not the chance to live, like with sexuality, without God's plan. And I would challenge anyone to that. Being a priest actually gives me a come up or kind of like no. The fact is, I say celibacy will kill you. I can vouch. In other words, now I think Kevin music right think that will. And so it's not. I mean, we can look at that with our lives and we can look at our feelings. Feelings get misguided. I know it's hard to believe. Well, no matter how good it feels. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I to do it. Sometimes you're like, and it's not something to follow. Okay. Good morning on here. It is them. Yeah, we are Catholic, yes. Yeah, we do this regularly. Which caller? Which caller? Which caller? And I will say, I can think of. Again, which caller? What call? Yeah, what call are you talking about? He was the one that's talking about my. Yeah. He deserves.
let me say this. Oh, Jesus not compared around the same time. I am not, we are not saying that we did it. We're always compared to Jesus Christ, but we sometimes fail at. Okay? No, we need to. We need to. We're, Jesus said, meaning that we are not. I didn't do what you had. That's not a, the person that called up, the person called up, really me that did that thing. I did that. I will say that I did that, and it was because 2 hours in a row were setting traps for Father and myself about trying to get us to say that one of the presidential candidates is a much better person than the other. All right. And that should be why we vote for them. Okay. And we there's a lot of history between those. Yes. Between those two people. It happens every day on Kevin's show. Yeah, it really does. It happens every day on Kevin's show. And it's happened several times on ours. And I said, last month or the first of this month, I said, we're not here to talk about the election. Other people. Good money on there. Hello. Okay. Everybody has their own opinion. And, yeah. I don't know, but I hear you now. Your money on there. I would like to, who's over the White House? I really don't know, Good money on there. Good morning. Good morning. Some people maybe trying to of course, there's something that get out of the pride. They need to make a new testament when they worship God with all the abominations. In that case, they were making a name for themselves that exalted themselves over God. So if that's the reason why people are doing space for exploration, that would be a problem. I agree. But I'm not sure. That's it. I don't know their motive. I mean, I know some things come out of that good, like I like GPS, which came out of our space exploration. Cell phone. So there's some good things, obviously, but if anybody's intent. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, I don't know why they're exploring it exactly, but what's wrong with exploring it? God created it. Why can't we see it? Yeah, but this guy is doing what you got it. He's doing Musk is doing it alone with his own. Well, they gave it to him. Yeah, and there's a lot of government contracts. Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
I want to know what's up there myself. Yeah. Mhm. So poor people get jobs because of this space exploration. That's not helping the poor. The one with a good education. Right. That I can't speak on, but I'll let there. And let me tell you one more. Okay, I appreciate it. We can talk a little bit more about that next time you want to. I was good. Yeah. 8:21 in the morning. Good morning. I'm not here. Well, you don't want to call one. You don't want to call one out. You can call me back next time. We'll talk about that. Yeah, because we're living the same living where we're in. So, it's going to tell me how many money you do. Let me know. You want to. Yeah. I thought my brother was like, that's a great question. That's a question we have to talk about. Because there's a lot of people that yeah. Well, give us a clear so we can do that. When I got sensation. Well, that's not the oh, okay. No, that's the yeah. We'll get you all straightened out. All right. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's right. Last call. One just before the first time. One call and one. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, no, I don't want to get into yeah, yeah, some people you have to get in programs. I mean, that's not yeah, you need that. Oh, yeah, you don't know better. Okay, we are back. I'm going to go into 14 football depending on the line. Oh, but I put that. Anyway, that's going to most really. All right, now before I got a couple minutes left here, I got to get back to my original thing this morning, and that is today is the last day to vote for the student of the week. And those students of the week, every week they have a student of the week with my advertising does, and I try to put some light on it and make sure that you can see it for school, they don't play baseball, football, these recognition for the things that they do. A lot of kids, they help the communities and they help the fellow students and all kinds of things that they do. There's all the different hospitals too. So, now I can tell you, let's see, I couldn't pronounce that one guy's name, but I found how to pronounce it the other day. So the pronunciation. So we are going to meet here. That means this is meaning right. Okay? So, the three students that are on this week's Student of the Week thing is Andrel McNatt from Booker T. Washington School of Law Magnet. I don't think that on Washington Law Magnet. School Law Magnet. Never know. I guess it's off now. Anyway. Okay. And the next person is like this from MontgomeryAdvertiser.com. If you want to put your child up for it, you send a letter or note to MontgomeryAdvertiser.com. I'll call your student counselor at the high schools. You got to be in the ninth grade or above, and you call the students high school to the counselor and tell them you want to put your child in for Student of the Week. Okay, so call them over there, or if you want to send the counselor at school a mail, email, send them one, and all he has to do is submit their name, and you have to submit them. And I'll tell some of the teachers, you help the community and all that kind of thing. Talk to the school principals and stuff like that. Let's get some people. Let's get more than 2 or 3 people. Let's get a bunch of people in there. Nothing else to get to the name page. And here for now, anyway, Andrew McNabb, watching Magnet School, and I left guy. I'll do how to pronounce the name, so you start to announce his name. True, okay, but you spell it HIETRIE. True, okay. Success Unlimited, okay. And the last one, of course, is Gabriel West of Lovelace Academic Magnet Program High School, otherwise known as LAM. Okay. So, you want to begin the advertisement? Type in Student of the Week and take your vote over there right now and go for one of the kids and we'll know who it is tonight in the morning. I'll tell you who's your winner and we'll congratulate you. I'm trying to get you hello on the back. I appreciate it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a good job on the back. Anyway, let's go right to this. Get out of here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, and that is one of the reasons why I say I don't really, people's failures are their own failures. I got my own, so I don't really worry about. I don't know how, you read the Bible, and one of the greatest guys in the Bible is David. And David, at captivated by the sea. The story is true. Listen, when one that's man, God's own heart, and then even, listen, if you can bring God's own heart down, a woman can, and not many of us have a shot. So I don't get right by a woman. Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't been on that side. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Yeah, I don't understand. If part of that $331 million budget is $50 million, I don't know if the whole $60 million that's there is going to this group. I think some of it is. I don't know if the whole $60 million is going. But we can help our nonprofit here with that kind of money, and maybe they can do more. If I'm going to spend $60 million, yeah, that's just, yeah. I mean, how in the world can people who can't get their own shootings down handle their own violence, come here 700, 800 miles away and make me believe that you're going to somehow have an input on what's happening in my government? I just, I don't see it. Yeah, but that's yeah, that's weird. I appreciate it. All right, you too. And again, I don't know how much that money is going. One of our city councilmen, I know I need to call one. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do that. All right. Appreciate it. So today I'll ask you to vote. Of course, if you do this, you can just vote early. You can vote at it. You can just go out and vote. I think that's correct. I believe we got the voting, what actual voting going on now. So you don't have to vote. You just go out and vote. Yeah, 824 number. Good morning. Okay, well, we must be the only state. Okay, well, we must be the only city in the country that don't. Uh, okay, well, I'll check it out and see. Yeah, yeah. All right. You know, call it for this. Oh, I know that. I can call it probate if we have really voting. Yeah. So let me see. Okay. L-O-E-E. L-O-E-E. Good morning. I think so. We don't have really voting. Okay. Oh, okay. No, okay, so everybody's still getting out there. No early vote. Okay, so absentee ballot. I do believe that you're supposed to be out of town or disabled or something doing absentee ballot. I don't think you get to vote absentee in lieu of going down to vote later on. No. Okay, make sure this is correct. Okay, he's probably busy. Okay, I'm calling JC Love, and but he's probably busy since he didn't have me call. But he's the one that can give me the official word from the. Okay. All right then. Well, I call him back. I call him after when we're off the air. Now, see what's happening. Anyway, 8:55 in the morning. I haven't had enough to go at all. I think he's been around town other places, but I haven't had him up there. I gotta get Killer to make sure we get the hell, the election is next Tuesday, so we only got tomorrow or Monday. Killer, how about getting JC Love up here via the phone or something like that, so we can talk to him, okay? But we don't have early voting, so I'm pretty sure that with 20 people told me we don't have early voting. That's amazing to me. I thought much complaining as we do down here in the South, hell, that we would have early voting. So I don't know. I don't believe in early voting, actually. I don't. The Constitution is clear when we're supposed to go to the polls for the presidency of the United States. We use COVID, boy, for everything. Grits going up. How come COVID? Eggs going up. How come COVID? Gas going up. Why not? COVID. I mean, everything now because of COVID. And COVID been over with, for the most part, for the last 4 years. Okay, at least 3 years anyway. So anyway, COVID's been blamed for everything. Why'd you hit him? COVID made me do it. Okay, why you rob that bank? I lost my money doing COVID. And everything because of COVID. Why gas high? Why your light bill high? Well, because during COVID, we had to hire more workers. Okay then. I mean, everybody, what we gonna do for 10 years from now, and COVID been over for a while, we're gonna still blame COVID. Now, I do have one question this morning. One question. I almost forgot to ask the question this morning. Who came up with these skinny pants for men? Did anybody know who came up with that idea? I can't stand them. I mean, if you want to look like a girl in your pants, then I guess that's cool. But who came up with this idea about these skinny pants? These guys can hardly get them up their leg. Okay. Anyway, how many votes we got so far? 7,460 votes. Okay, that's cool. All right then. So we did. Now there's one person who has just ran away with the voting. Well, we got today to close that gap. Okay, on the Advertiser Student of the Week. Go to Montgomery Advertiser. Make sure you look for a Student of the Week, and I guarantee you there's enough time and enough room for you guys to get out there and vote for your favorite candidate. Okay, we'll be back. 1 more hour to do this good job. Hang on. We'll go back to sleep. Good morning, sir.
News Radio 1440.
Superintendent and a hiring firm look to make a permanent hire in the next 6 months. In Fire Danger Grocery Commission extended its advisory to every county in the state. It will remain in place until we get any significant rainfall. Dead pine trees from last year's drought, plus the southern pine beetle outbreak this year, are making things worse. Tonight is the final night for the Parade of Pumpkins in downtown Prattville. There will be decorated storefronts, seasonal displays, fancy pumpkins from residents and school children, and also food trucks as well. That's your news on this Thursday morning, Halloween. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
News Radio 1440 WLWI AM, the home of Sean Hannity. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A court hearing is scheduled to get underway right now in Philadelphia in the district attorney's bid to put an end to Elon Musk's $1 million a day voter sweepstakes in battleground states. So far, there's no sign of the Tesla CEO. KYW Radio's Tim Jimenez.
Lawyers representing Musk's America PAC are making this push, though, to bump this case to a federal court.
because the PAC supports the federal election candidate. DA Krasner filed the suit at the beginning of the week over the PAC swing state sweepstakes, voters signing a petition and eligible to win $1 million, and that prize being awarded daily through Election Day.
Donald Trump and Kamala Harris will bring their campaigns to Nevada and Arizona today. Mr. Trump will also visit New Mexico. The vice president rallied students in the college town of Madison, Wisconsin yesterday.
Every day I see the promise of America in all the young leaders who are voting for the first time.
Both candidates have promised to lower skyrocketing prices. This morning, the government announced a key inflation gauge has dropped to near pre-pandemic levels. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Borrowers would love to see lower interest rates over the course of the next few months. Savers, they're still clinging to those higher interest rates on their CDs and their savings accounts and their money market accounts, but those interest rates are coming down.
A fact-checking program on X may not be getting the job done ahead of the election. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
When the nonprofit Center for Countering Digital Hate analyzed the feature, it found it isn't addressing the of election misinformation being spread. Accurate notes correcting false and misleading claims were not displayed in about 74% of the posts.
The death toll is up to at least 95 now in monstrous flash floods in eastern Spain.
Bulldozers pushed thick mud and debris through what was a city street. The mayor of one town says we were trapped like rats. The water hit with tsunami-like force when a week's worth of rain fell in one day, landing on ground baked rock hard after months of drought, sweeping away houses, cars, people. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Dow down 177. Starbucks' new CEO is making more changes.
I got your order. Oh, thank you. I asked for moving my coffee up.
Brian Nickel is planning to eliminate some of the guesswork for baristas by bringing back condiment bars. Customers can customize their own coffee again. After 3 consecutive quarters of declining sales, he's also vowing not to raise prices over the next year. And Nickel is bringing back the good old black Sharpie for writing names and cute messages on cups. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
Floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, everyone. If you or someone you know were diagnosed with lung cancer or mesothelioma, listen up, because you could be entitled to significant compensation. We have legal professionals standing by right now to take your call, and they'll tell you if you qualify for a cash settlement. Call 800-570-0200. That's 800-570-0200. Call now and find out how much money you could potentially get.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center, may not be available in all states. An ancient community the size of Edinburgh, Scotland, has turned up in Latin America.
Experts using laser sensing technology have found what may be an ancient Mayan city cloaked by a thick jungle in southern Mexico. More than 6,400 structures are believed to be there, over 47 square miles. Tulane University researcher Luke Aug Thomas told the BBC,
"It would have been a very colorful, very lush, and I think very striking environment."
Images reveal what appear to be temple platforms, ceremonial ball courts, even what might be a dam. The structures may date to between 250 and 900 AD. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Remember this pandemic-era streaming star?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Joe Exotic, and this is SAR.
The Tiger King, Joseph Maldonado, says he's engaged to a fellow inmate in Texas and hopes to get married. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner, and now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show. Tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And we are back. And there are more things to talk about than politics and stuff like that. But I can understand how people get all stressed out because they believe in me. I don't know which stress is more politics than me. What you gotta say, unless it's really stupid. All I don't be lying on people. And the one thing that we still haven't done, we still haven't talked a whole lot about. We talked about a little bit yesterday, and that's this down and down at Macon County between Chase Johnson and the guy who was who shot Big John Williams. Information that the government, when she fired the VA commissioner, the VA secretary, that she did not have the authority to do that. And so I guess the story is not over yet when it comes to him. The woman who's never been in the military, so I don't have the gravitas to sit there and fire the guy. When the board said, but anyway, so much for that. Yes. I don't care about it. I don't care about it. Okay. Wait a minute. Listen, nobody's going to change anybody's mind on what they think. No. Hey, let me ask you a question. Oh, let me ask you. Yes, I was avoided. No. No. You ever grab a cat? You ever grab a cat? It makes a difference if you bring them. I can't. I can't help you out. Listen. Economics is the biggest. I have never said that. No. Freedom and life is the most important thing. It's not their body. It's not their body. If you let me finish the statement, it is not their body that we worry about. It is the body they share with you. That's a body. That's a body too. Yeah, but, but listen, I have not said a mumbling word about a lot of decisions that a lot of people have made. It's not she's not a public official. She's got a right to her own opinion. Well, I personally think they need to be locked up too. If you kill your child for no reason, I think you need to be locked up too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stop saying y'all. It wasn't us. Okay, stop saying y'all. It wasn't us. It was one call. Anyway, appreciate your call. My Lord, you can't even you talk about women. My Lord, you keep it going. Anyway, so much for that. So anyway, so have we? Nobody is as surprised as I am that that case ended the way it did this time. That's a the one thing I got a problem with our jury system with our system though. So you can keep bringing people back to trial until you get the verdict that you want. Again. Now I personally think that I thought the guy's gonna get quick, fast, and easy guilty, but that didn't happen. But I'm gonna ask you guys. What did you? I mean, should we be able to keep bringing people back to court until we get the verdict we want? Is that a fair justice system? You put him before 12 people. 12 people didn't find him guilty. So okay, well, they didn't find him guilty or not guilty. So it was a hung jury. But it keeps being brain. That's with OJ. Yeah, he did. But then again, I wasn't sitting in the courtroom. I think he did. But if they couldn't get him one way, then they got him another way. It just means a justice system has a duplicitous personality. Let's call it a triflicitous personality. Because if you can pick everything they own, like they did Giuliani. You pick everything you own because of political speak. I am so done with this thing about what they said about over here. Hey, they thought the machines lied. I think they got a right to their opinion. In America, freedom of speech is not about only listening to the crap you want to hear. It's about listening to things you want to say. They got a right to say them. So I think we're on some dangerous, fertile ground when you can take all man's life possession, even his car, because you disagree that he disagrees with the result of an election. You got a right to disagree. Okay? And I personally think he got a right to blame who the hell he wants to, but now blaming is not proof. Yeah. So I don't know. That scares the hell out of me. That we take a man's livelihood away, everything he owns, because he said a machine coming. I can listen. I can say smacking him on the hand a little bit, maybe find him a little bit. But we really going to take everything this guy has. I mean, what country is this? What country is this? I thought it was the United States of America. Well, you didn't go to jail because you owed money. Do you not realize what they did? Everything the guy, the other day, they came and got his car. Is there anybody in this country that can feel good about that? I don't. That's not the country that so many people are laying in Arlington Cemetery, are overseas during World War II. There were so many people getting all that. Is that what they, and we got Veterans Day coming up next month. Is that what we have a military for our government to go because of what somebody says? And so you're taking the trial and you take everything they have. So if they can do it to the rich and powerful, then you know that we, the poor folks, don't have a chance. Somebody understand? The king and the Italians, and I wasn't Italian, so I didn't know it. And the Indian. But I was Indian, and I didn't worry about it. And all of a sudden you look around with nobody else to do. Oh yeah, you're coming. They're coming for you at some point. Yeah, and I only got America that's really concerned about the government's ability to take everything you have to do because of political speech, political stuff. And I'm only making allowances for political stuff because politicians can lie all day long and we ought to sue them. Does that mean we can sue any president that gets in office and does not carry out his promises? If he said he was going to do it, and we all know when he said it, and he can't do it, he has to get Congress to do it. Right? Yeah, good morning. I'm fine. Why was he even ordered to pay it? Why was he even ordered to pay it? They didn't do that. They didn't do that with Biden, son. They didn't do that with. They didn't do that with a lot of people. Then go after those people. Go after those people who did those heinous things. Well, I don't think you put a man on the street in this country for a something political he said that he disagreed with. What would be the benefit to knowingly lie about a political process? What would that benefit him? He may have believed he may have believed what he said. So the U.S. government did, okay. So the government can put you outside, take your car, put you outside on the street in the United States of America. They don't put you on the street. I believe that there are and a lot of people have defied. A lot of people have defied court orders. Okay, whatever. And Biden's son had contempt of Congress, but they came out and made a deal doing something else. But he did the same thing. He ain't getting that. He gonna get pardoned. Like I like to hear my son, I pardon him too. I'm gonna lie. Oh really? Did you see him rape anybody? Was there any proof? There was no proof at all. Oh. And 30 years of prison for a guy who said that the government said he murdered somebody, and then we find out later on, 30 years later, of many cases that they did not do it. Absolutely, if I had the resources to do that, absolutely. If they didn't do it, they ought not be there. And you know what I would say? I would say, listen, if those 34, 34 families is paying a hope, then you good to go. I had nothing left. You paying a hope. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, listen, I agree with you. I agree with you. But the lawyers, well, Roberta tried that for years. Roberta tried that for years, and it didn't help at all. Me, yeah. But this one guy, he found out the hard way. When you go to jail, people don't sue. It just It's just not good. But, so when we get some, but the lawyers get here. The lawyers, they ought to have a nonprofit organization with lawyers who go after these cases for these people. But they don't. Okay. Well, he went back. Okay. But let me tell you about Trump and the Central Park Five. He was only going by what the district attorney and the law enforcement people had already said. So don't blame Trump. Don't blame Trump if they got caught up. Okay. But the only reason why they were even in the news is because they were charged by the state of New York. Trump didn't do that. Yeah. Well, let me ask you something. Did he, wait a minute, I ain't never heard he wanted to have him killed. Well, I don't know enough about that case, but I do know he went on what the authorities said in New York on that Central Park thing. They were wrong. Right. Oh yeah, but how many years later did they clear him? I know, but how many years later did that happen? Okay. 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 And I heard that, but he probably won't. He wasn't the one that charged him. The attorney general charged him, not Trump. Well, that's when you do it on the telephone, man. Yeah. Anyway, I got all there talking about this. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about people in this country being bankrupted by. I think he believed what he believed. I think he believed what he believed. Okay. Okay. I never in my life would I think. Okay. I never would in my life would I thought the government would come on citizens because of political speech and bankrupt them to almost living outside. And never in a country like this, I just never, ever thought that would happen in my country. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Appreciate that information. Let's take a break. We'll be back at the 9:24 after this.
Radio 1440.
Temperatures this afternoon will climb into the mid-80s under sunny clouds and southeast winds. For our Halloween evening, we're looking at temperatures in the 60s with clouds on the increase. We could see one or two showers today and Friday. All features approaching most will stay dry. Friday into the weekend, all features sun and clouds. Highs in the mid-80s with lows in the 60s. And that's your first solar forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
With just a couple of clicks on Amazon, your items come to your door in a day or two. With just a simple phrase to your Alexa smart speaker, your favorite talk shows come to your speaker in seconds. Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
Mark. The giant beat a business competitor won't be the one left unseen and out of reach. If you like to get on, let's make it happen.
Introducing Cumulus Boost. Boost your website. Boost your findability. Boost your reputation. Boost your business. Marco? Yes, I'm Marco. What a boost. Get on the map. Contact us today at cumulusboost.com. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everything's on you. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe you don't have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Speak with Big Lou, 800-568-2700. Big Lou will find a policy for you, even if you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure. Thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To borrow $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. We will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call with term life policy that you can afford. Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-568-2790. 800-568-2790 or biglou.com. This is David. 47 million people know more information. Video website www. Visit our website www.
They can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments. It doesn't matter because everything it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show. Chinese production here, Joe Biden, News Radio.
And we are back. I can they are. I mean, the police being none of the people there that they're just going to confess, thinking that if you confess, you're going to let them go. I mean, all the time. Yeah, I wouldn't know. But again, all the Hollywood community is because they were one charge, and you put all those police and all the district attorneys and all the people in New York, that this would have never happened. But it did happen. And I think they all should be millionaires right about now, okay, for what they did. Not for what Trump said, but for what the state of New York did to them. Yeah. Actually, I believe it should happen. every last one they shouldn't have to work another day in their life. But I guess you don't work that way in New York. 860-4340. Good morning. Well, I didn't know that. Nothing that I know of. Giuliani. None that I know of. Where have you? What, two attorneys or two people? I don't, not kidding. I really believe they ever get to the Supreme Court, they cannot let something. What, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. I hear you. I hear you. 860 not really people want it. Good morning. Yeah. You gotta turn whatever you got down. Go ahead. Hello. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm really not talking about Trump per se. I'm talking about those things that he was involved in that they could have involved him for the 5, but now they're trying to sue him for the debate. Right. And I guess that was his opinion based on information that was given to him. Listen, after reading something about this case, I think that's still doing tattoo. I mean, one kid's father told him that he did it. Yeah. And if somebody's father tells me, his father says, I'm thinking, I would never tell my child to admit to something he didn't do. Yeah. But listen, again, we trade one old guy for another old guy. And I agree with that. Again, I voted for DeSantis. I like DeSantis. I don't like Trump. Again, the rest of them quit. Pretty much. But I do believe that Trump cares more about America than Biden. No, I'm giving it right. I'm not. Okay. The closing thing was when he financed the house, it was a lot cheaper. The rates had went down, gas was cheaper. Yeah, there are a lot of things because of policy, not because of the individual, not because of the individual. No, that's only because it's election. Yes, election is going back there. Okay. Well, we should have down the world. People always tell me to do research. I don't know this. They do, but not to the extent, right, not to the extent, though. The last 4 years, it was the lowest. I don't think it's been down below 6 since that man's been in there. It was down to 3% when Trump was in. And I listen. I know that Trump personally doesn't have anything to do with the interest rate. Yeah, I realize. But you can create an environment to give people more motivation and more courage to invest in things that can help everybody. You have to lay the foundation of trust and excitement about this country. And send it our job by bringing companies back to America. 500 of them came back to America when Trump was in office. So, okay, yeah. But I've never met anybody that said, I want to immigrate here, illegal immigrant here so they can work good food. Never heard. Yeah, I got a couple. I got a couple. But it's my understanding that, again, my understanding that they are paying aliens are illegal or not, uh, pretty much what they pay everybody else. Somebody- Can somebody prove to me that they're not making the same thing? But okay, what company is doing that? Okay, yeah. Again, though, I gotta have anybody can say that. Is there anything to do people not making the same thing in America with? You see the check? So they don't have any. So they don't have any proof. So why would anybody? We all lied to be deceitful. To deceive. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Well, yes, wait a minute. Nobody's told me what I could and cannot say. But again, a lot of things you hear on talk radio have no truth in it. You just hear a lot of people give their opinion, and that's what they are. That's why we say the views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of journalists or me or the caller. That's why we say give that disclaimer. A lot of people say things like
Contracts on who will win the U.S. presidential election, Harris or Trump, and watch as contract prices react to real-time market sentiment. Each contract you own will pay $1 on January 8th, 2025, if that candidate is confirmed as the next U.S. president by Congress. Learn more about the presidential election contracts on Robinhood at robinhood.com/election. The risk of loss in trading commodities interest can be substantial. You should therefore carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your financial condition. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Commodity interest trading is not appropriate for everyone. Display prices are based on real-time market sentiment. This event contract is offered by Robinhood Derivatives.
a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm. Exchange and regulatory fees apply. Learn more at robinhood.com/election.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Place with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Food additives can harm children's development and raise the risk of obesity. To lower the risks, choose fresh fruits and vegetables when you can and avoid processed meats. Don't put plastic in the microwave because heat can cause chemicals to leak into your food. When cooking or serving hot foods, use glass or ceramic dishes. For more on keeping your child healthy, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
Septic tanks are used where municipal sewers are not available, and maintenance is important. Failing septic tank systems can endanger your family, pollute the environment, and can be expensive to repair. You can prevent your system from failing by having your tank pumped every 3 to 5 years, keep a separate container for grease and dispose of it properly, use detergents low in phosphates, and spread laundry over several days as to not overload the system with too much water. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. My mom is stronger than anyone I've ever known. Growing up when life got hard, her strength helped pull us through. Even after her heart failure diagnosis, she remained stronger than ever.
My family's support keeps me strong. Together, we're rising above heart failure.
Heart failure doesn't have to steal your strength. For simple steps you can take to help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
There's a threat targeting America, one that's growing fast, but may still be hard to see. Lyme disease. Spread by tiny ticks, often smaller than the head of a pin. This dangerous disease is now more widespread than West Nile, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS combined. And if left untreated, it can lead to arthritis, facial paralysis, and even memory and concentration problems, often called brain fog. As the threat of Lyme disease grows to more than 300,000 projected cases each year, it's time for us to target Lyme disease. That means checking for ticks when you've been outside, even in your own backyard. It means seeing a doctor if you experience the symptoms of Lyme disease, which can include joint pain, flu-like symptoms, fever, fatigue, or sometimes a bullseye-shaped rash. Set your sights on stopping Lyme. Learn how you can target Lyme disease at targetlyme.org. Brought to you by the Stephen and Alexandra Cohen Foundation and this station.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to be in control. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. You know, I try to take off and get us in the right mood to be thankful for the day and mention all the things. Go ahead, 860-14 holding young people to follow up talk whatever on your mind. Get funny, how's this? Fine, fine.
And it's usually the area of democratic voters in your show. I mean, it really seems just like the it's very safe if you can do it. I mean, it's just very, it's screaming. It's just, it's been fun. Whereas if you look at USA chants and everything like that. There's a difference between night and day. And you just had a caller call, said that Trump's an old man. There's some circles around here. What's the thing against every single day going to? Like, who gets old? You know,
Well, I mean, you make a good point. I mean, but I don't know. Oh no, I didn't. Not a video that I was in. Mm. Okay. Really? Really? Ah. Of course we do. Well, I'm looking for that on. I don't see that. All right. Appreciate it. 860-1440. But I'll tell you one thing though. I did see some videotapes of people bringing them down after 12 o'clock in Atlanta in the last event. I did see them. There was a legitimate video too. Okay. Uh, Good morning. Mm-hmm. The state of Alabama, the state of New York. Well, hell, the whole state. If the Supreme Court, okay, good. They didn't get much with it. Oh, I thought it was. You would have made that much. Good. Listen, I understand. I'm glad you corrected me. All right. And listen, I'm still all for it. I'm still all for it. But I want us to be able to do the same thing Auburn does and communicate that. I mean, like you said, they just let it off. I was with I'm on it. It has to fit bias and discrimination against women. It has that offense. If everybody around you can do it but you,
then what would you call that? Well, some of the legislators don't live in these other towns. Oh, well, okay. I hear you. Man. Well, I think the Auburn mayor told me last week they got about 14 to 16 extra $1 million a year to do things with. It, and I think in the 80s. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Well, right. Politics of today. Listen, unless you said I go the other way. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But then I would tell the mayor to start suing somebody, sue the legislature, for not allowing this city to do the same thing surrounding cities are doing. That is well, you can, but at least that's one remedy. May not it may not be a remedy, but it'll be yeah. That's on the table too. Still, I don't know, but I certainly think this city owes that family some change. You know, well, I got to work about my helping hands first. When I'm already begging for money for one thing. I can't, somebody else got to take that mantra up. Yeah. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Good morning, which starts next week, as a matter of fact. I got you. I just got done talking to you a few minutes ago, so y'all be breaking the rules. Good morning. Good morning. Mm. And don't forget, today is the last day for absentee voting in the state of Alabama. Uh, mhm. Well, it depends on who the judges are, because you can't. The state of well, absolutely. Do you know the state of Michigan? You're not supposed to send out absentee ballots unless one is requested through the mail. They sent out millions of them, a few million of them last election time, and that nobody asked for. That was breaking the law. Yeah. Okay, but I'm just saying. So to say that nobody. Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, listen. Power is only succeeded by more power. Sure, but who's going to guarantee that? Well, I don't keep electing them. I, I will say one thing. Wait a minute. Collectively, I believe that the Democratic philosophy lends itself to more corruption than the Republican does. I'm not saying Republicans don't do bad things, but yeah, yeah, because they were Democrats. They didn't care. They were trying to win. Well, now they can do something, but I appreciate it, but you got to have the political will to fight the fight. And a lot of our politicians don't have the political will to fight the fight. They remind me of a wagon with cans in it. Makes a lot of noise, but don't do much. Good morning.
Well, I understood his sentiment back in those days. I mean, again, like we are today, we got more folk robbing people, shooting people, cutting people, killing people. I understood his sentiment back then because some days I don't care where they come from, block them up too. But yeah, oh yeah, he been on the newspaper all the time. Yeah, no, he isn't. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. Okay. I appreciate it. And again, I'm just stupefied of some of the things that we um, believe in or say we don't believe in. But again, that Central Park Five thing, I'm gonna give Trump a pass on that one. Trump was not a public figure. He had no power. All he had was the power of money to put a message out he wanted to get out. And that message was based on the charges that were brought against those young men charges that were brought against those young men erroneously. Okay. But since they got paid, wait a minute. If they made $41 million, why they want to sue Trump? He ain't broke already, are they? I got to check that out, see if that's true. Anyway, my time is up. I thank you for yours. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow. The good Lord says the same. And y'all, y'all have a great day today. Yeah. Anyway, so have a good day. Good day. So we'll be back. I'm gonna go out with this today. Have a great day, everybody. Who cares?
WLWIO is news radio.
Rescue movement. Philadelphia has put on hold the bid to shut down the $1 million a day sweepstakes in battleground state. And to boost the Trump candidacy, Musk, who was a no-show, is looking to move the case to federal court. But the prosecutor says he will proceed to federal court and we will address the issues there. To the state court. A lot of ways look to go for the battleground states have a focus. CBS's media pronouncers covering the Harris campaign.
Taylor will be joining the campaign for the Vice President Harris because he's going to be in November. Harris will be starting off if he makes where she's going to be much of the American voters within the state and to this, she's going to be alongside Governor Jamal. And Peter and North is also going to be there to follow up the
Stuff in Wisconsin yesterday sold in former President Trump.
Kamala Harris, a very low IQ individual, is running a campaign of hate, anger, and retribution.
He's in New Mexico and Nevada today. The government says consumer prices rose 2.1% in September.